Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Self Achievement Network. My name is Domenic. I am the founder and the host, and I'm here with our next person behind the passion. This is Nishant Raheja. Is this correct?
Absolutely correct.
Really, I got it right. Nishant Raheja. Pronounce it
Exactly,
for
that's
me.
correct. Nishant Raheja.
Wow, I'm amazed. I got it right. Well, I want to say hello and thank you, Nishant. You were nominated as Person Behind the Passion by Angela B. Sprague. And I just want to say thank you for accepting the nomination because Person Behind the Passion is a great, wonderful honor, and we appreciate you being here. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And Angela too. Thank you so much, Angela.
Absolutely. So you're in India. I'm in Chicago. So we're way far away from each other. Thank you to the internet for giving the opportunity for us to be connected. And yeah, so you're in your shop right now, yeah?
Yeah, I actually planned this interview inside my shop. That's my passion because the show is about passion.
Yeah, I mean, on the bottom of the screen, it says a passion for copperware, brassware, and earthenware. We're going to talk about
Yeah,
that part of your passion. But what I understand more than anything, like you told me a little while ago, it's really about helping people to extend their lifspan.
increase the. Yeah,
Yeah, increase their
exactly.
lifespan. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. For those of you who don't know the what the Self Achievement Network is about, basically, we are a group, a Facebook group. Up in the corner over there, there's our logo as a hub, and then we have several smaller hubs connected to it. Okay, and so our purpose is collectively is to improve our world for all of us through our passion by giving people the opportunity to either discover their passion, to share their passion, or to evolve their passion. So today, Nishant is going to be sharing about his passion and how he got interested in this whole copperware, brassware, earthware, helping people to extend their life. And a big thank you to Angela for nominating this gentleman. So there you are. You're in India, which is outside of Delhi. You said, yeah.
Yeah, it's in Gurgaon. Gurgaon.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the word Gouda, but I don't really know where it's at, but it's somewhere around Delhi.
It's around Delhi. It's now actually the name has been changed to Gurugram. Can you spell that? Gurugram.
Gurugram.
Ah, you got it. Probably it was changed for Dominic only. It's
Yeah. Well, okay. So tell us about your shop and this whole thing about copperware and brassware and like that. So what's that? What is it all about?
this entire concept that I own is called the Amrit life. Amrit actually means elixir, which actually makes you immortal. When you talk about some tales or stories, elixir is something. It's a potion that someone drinks and makes you immortal. I'm not talking about that. The Amrit Life is a premium copperware, brassware, and earthenware store that I've opened up in Gurgaon to actually give a brick and mortar experience to the clients because I started this business online. And before I get to the Amrit Life, I'll give you a little bit of background. I come from a nutrition background. I have a certification in nutrition. I told you about that. And when I was making diet plans and training plans for people, I was definitely able to transform them in a given time, provided they were doing their bit of hard work. But this was not completely satisfactory because their mental health was not touched at all. Their other emotional healths were not touched. Also, the food that I was feeding them was not cooked in the right vessel, because you talk about aluminium ware. Aluminium is a poison. If you cook food in aluminium ware, it takes away, denatures all the macronutrients, it denatures protein, carbs, and fat. So we should be very aware. Today, everybody is following fitness. Everybody is way more ahead in terms of their diet plan, in terms of their nutrition. But you need to actually see what vessel is handling that food. That is really important. And I decided to get to the core of this, and I started reading more about holistic nutrition, holistic wellness. All
Mm-hmm.
around fitness is very important when you talk about a good and a healthy life. And that's where I always say that we are trying to biohack human lives in a way by just turning them desi, turning them 5,000 year old to the 5,000 year old culture, because that's when things were not so harmful. When you talk about plastic, when you talk about such developed alloys that have taken place in the industry, just they are convenient, I agree, but they are not good for your health in the long run.
Mm-hmm. So how did you
And
become nutrition?
sorry.
How did you become interested in nutrition?
Okay, so from the very beginning of my life, I was interested into fitness, and I decided to do an MBA in marketing and entrepreneurship. And there also, when I was doing small projects, they were somewhere related to keeping people fit. Somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
because I developed some sandwiches, I developed some shakes. These were small businesses that I was doing as projects during my MBA. So when I got out of the MBA, I did not get any job anywhere. I got rejected in, I guess, 22 job interviews, I remember. And then I got out of the college, and I decided to take up this interview on my own. I just went inside the office because the board said health card. I went inside, I met the HR, I submitted my resume, which was very well made. Still, my 22 rejections were there. I never knew how did that happen. I still don't. Anyway, so I went in there, I gave the interview, I got selected as a nutritionist. Imagine, because I just read a little bit information about the nutrition. They were in need of a person who can handle their team marketing wise and has a knowledge of nutrition. So
Mm-hmm.
there was a connection. I was lucky there. I got hired, and later on, after 3 or 4 days, my manager came up to me because I did something good, and he just openly told me, "Dude, I gambled on you. The gamble worked." And this has happened every time, everywhere I have worked. After health card, I decided to open up my own. I worked there for 2 years, and I decided to open up my own startup. It was called Muscle Squad. There we used to, give online training to people. I used to make online diet plans on their basal metabolic rate and everything else. They were getting results, and that's when I realized only fitness is not important. Holistic nutrition is important. And
Absolutely. You were a bodybuilder.
I was, yeah,
You were a
not a
bodybuilder.
yeah.
I don't mean to embarrass you, but this is from what year? How many years ago?
That's 4 years ago.
4 years. Wow. That's a huge accomplishment. I mean, to
Thank,
it is. I mean, to alter your body in that way and show the results is truly remarkable. So congratulations for that.
thank you so much.
Absolutely. So now you're in doing this with the brass and the copper because of the nutrients that are. I'm not quite understanding the correlation. So
I'll get to that.
okay, go ahead.
So I was not making up. I was making up good money in Muscle Squad. I decided to expand it. So we opened up a nutrition-based restaurant where we would maintain a bodybuilder, particularly a bodybuilder, needs a 6 times meal because of a particular reason, so that the cycle keeps going, right? So
Yeah.
we were planning those 6 meals for those people. That model didn't work out. I had a huge loss. I had to get back to the job industry, and then I joined some pretty good companies. I worked for Google when they were working on Pixel 2. I was working there at that moment. And I also worked with Airbnb for 2 years. It was a wonderful experience. Airbnb actually changed the way I looked at things. The people there, the culture they have there for their employees, it's
Mm-hmm.
amazing. It's amazing. They give you such wonderful cuisines every day. So
Really?
my diet was covered there. My son's daycare facility was covered there, free of cost. So this was the
Wow.
first time I was experiencing something good. But one thing that was lacking was night shifts, because I am working in India, and it's a US based company, so I had to be there in the night, which was pretty tiring for me. That is the thing that actually took a toll on my health, and that's the difference that you see in the photo and me right now. Because I want to really tell this on the live network, in front of everyone, because people are doing night shift jobs. That's good for their passion, but right sleep at the right time is really important, because you've trained your body for 22 years, 23 years like that. And if you change it suddenly, your body will take a toll. And it did on me. And I had a very bad health. I regained a lot of weight, which I have reduced by doing a little bit of yoga, because I did a power yoga course, which was very entertaining also. And that helped me maintain my weight at least. Plus the knowledge that I carry from the certification is helping me, because I never go very high on the calories. Even if I do that, I remember to
Mm-hmm.
take stairs all the time. So that's really important. Now, so the inclination towards the fitness was important. So one day I was going uh, to a friend's place. There I saw he was using a copper bottle. So he told me that I heard copper bottle is good for health, but what did it actually do? I never knew. So I actually bought one, and I started reading about it. It turned out to be a magical metal for one reason. Copper is a oligodynamic metal. But when I say oligodynamic, it is a metal. When you keep water in surface of copper, in a cylindrical copper surface, copper will infuse ions into the water. This ion will make the water alkaline in nature. So when you wake up after a fasting stage of 6 to 8 hours, your body has no amino acids, it has no carbs, it is very acidic. You feed this water very first thing in the morning, it balances your pH. Also, copper is a very important mineral. Secondly, copper is a surface which is completely antimicrobial. No virus, no bacteria can sustain on it. Even the coronavirus gets off of it in 2 to 3 hours, whereas on plastic surfaces it takes 2 days. So
Hmm.
that's the inclination which actually made me go towards copper. So I started the concept with copper bottles only. And that's why on Facebook also, the name of the page that I have is Amrit Copper Bottle, because Facebook doesn't allow me to change the name after once I've kept the name. You must have seen that. So
Yeah.
that's okay. We expanded still. We then came to dispensers, 5 liter dispensers for family needs, then 18-liter dispensers. Then copper also turned out to be a metal which is very malleable, very ductile. You can actually mold it into any shape. So the possibilities were endless. So we discovered many new things: bedside jars, dispensers, copper plates, copper mugs. So we have so many things. Also, this copper water is not only good for human beings, it's good for plants, because your plants, the water that you feed to your plants contains chlorine. It makes the leaves yellow. When you feed this alkaline water, the yellow leaf problem will be gone. It is good for your pets also. It maintains their digestive system. So these are the all benefits that are related to primarily copper. And then we went to brassware, because brass is an alloy of copper too, and it can be used to so in old times, brass handles were made because the surface is completely antimicrobial. Towel hangers were made of brass. This was the reason I also chose brass as a part of my business. Then there's an Ayurvedic doctor who lives nearby. He told me something about mitti ware. So when you earthenware, when I say clayware, when you cook food in that, the 99% nutrition value of your food maintains. Plus, the taste is so awesome that you will forget aluminium food. Trust me.
Hmm.
So,
Interesting.
so When I collected all these things, the name was no longer Amrit copper bottles. It was the Amrit life. As I said, Amrit means elixir. It's a potion that makes you immortal. Hence, the use of all our products portray. In a
Mhm.
nutshell, use these products on daily basis. Trust me, you won't need any medicine. These are so good.
So, I mean, I'm just wondering because you know how the whole fact checking thing, right? How do we know the background with the copper? And I mean, I'm sorry, I'm drinking out of this because I don't know better, but
I'll send you one. Send you
it's
one.
BPA free. Is this good or no?
Apparently no, because plastic is a poison at the end. So the right use of plastic is done only that I believe it should be done only in decor items, because you're not. It's just there to look at.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the should be used. If you grow your plants in brass planters, they will grow really well. It'll keep the soil alkaline. You won't need any external minerals, most of the minerals, if you have a brass planter. So these are all those things that our ancestors carry for a long time. They carried it for a long time, and now is the time that we collect it under an umbrella and make people aware about it.
Mm-hmm.
The success of Amrit life is not just the product. It is the life part. It's a lifestyle product. Our main service starts after the product is sold.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Wow. So you have a shop. Why don't you take us around a little bit and show us a little bit of your shop? Will you do that?
Yeah.
Wait,
All right.
you're plugged in. I forgot.
That's okay. The phone is charged enough. All right. So these are brassware, wine glasses, bottles. It's a bonsai tree, by the way. A friend gifted it to me
Uh-huh.
to keep it at, and that's my favorite game.
Chess.
Yeah. And these are enamel copper bottles. Radha
Okay.
Krishna. This is antique pine, one of my top selling designs, because of one reason. So one problem that we have solved with copper is copper is a metal that turns black. It gets oxidized very easily when it comes into when you talk about a pure copper, 99% pure copper. So what we have done, we have actually oxidized it already from the outside. I'll show you the inside part. Give me a moment.
Okay.
Just a second. All right. See, so no auto
Yeah.
cleaning required in this product. And when you talk about, so this is one solution that we have brought to the Amrit life. And there is the second solution. This is enamel coat. This is done by hand completely. So as I told you earlier also, everything that I have at my shop is completely handmade. All right. And you talk about other copper. See, this is a copper dispenser for family. It's a 5-liter dispenser. It comes with a stand.
Interesting. So you can, you can fill that with filtered water and.
Absolutely. And then we have some. This is earthenware. This is earthen clayware for food cooking. And I'll show you around. All right. And these are some antiques. Tea coaster stand. If you remember the EXO game from old times. And
Yeah.
these are brassware made with pure brass. Pretty heavy though. You can also use them as paperweight. I had a very big during Diwali. Right now, we are not into buying of copper or brass because the rate is really high. So the rate will go down in January. That's when we do the other buying. So I'll show you other products as well. That's my shop, and mittiware, brassware, and copperware.
Mm-hmm. So on your website, does it show? Is there a shop on your website that people can go to?
Uh, on the website, we have actually included not all of them. All the products are there because there's something that I'm lagging at. I did the development bit that I could do on my own, but right now I need a developer, and that's why. And these developers are charging a really hefty price, and I need a fully functional website. Uh, because I have a very big category of product. The products, number of products that I have, number of categories that I have, they are very high, and that's why it is really time taking for now. And since I am, so I have a teammate with me, Ashutosh. He comes during the day and he helps me with the shop. But mostly it has been done on my own. That's why the speed is a little bit slow right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
This is okay. I mean, you know that you can do a shop on Facebook. I mean, just so that you know.
yeah, I know, but I don't know the right technique to do it. I don't want to, put another money on fire. I've done that already
I understand.
a lot.
Yeah, so you have to conserve. I get that. So okay, well that's great. Now I posted on here on the thread the website and also for people to contact you on Instagram and also onto Facebook.
Thank you.
So, are you shipping now around the world?
Yeah, we're shipping all around the world. So the way
Wow.
you can connect us, the best way to do that is through WhatsApp or Instagram because we are mostly live there. Most our updates are done through Instagram. We go live on Instagram, and because I found that it is a pretty photogenic product. I'm speaking out the secrets. It is a pretty photogenic product, and when you put it on Instagram, and Instagram is made for photos, and that's where
Okay.
we got traction, and we get pretty good orders from there too, from Instagram.
Great. So it's at the Amrit Life on
Yeah,
Instagram or Facebook, but Instagram and then WhatsApp. When we're done, make sure that you put the phone number, the WhatsApp that people can contact you there. Let's go back a little bit. So you mentioned when you were a child, you became interested in fitness.
yeah.
Where actually did you grow up?
I grew up in a small suburb area called Hisar. It's 300 kilometers from this place, and so my upbringing was very conservative, very conservative.
Yeah.
But father, he always had importance for education. This was the only thing that I focused at because he was taught like that. He grew up in such circumstances where the importance of education was really high. So he
Mm-hmm.
taught us. He gave us the right knowledge. Our moral education is really well because we never mess with people for no reason. We never do that. I have seen people, they do trouble people, they bully people for random reason. We never do that. We be very calm. We honor everyone. So at the same time, my father has taught me not to back down. Also, the not quitting attitude is something that I learned from my father,
Yeah.
and I've failed many a times, man. I failed many a times, but I'm not a failure still. So yeah, that's that.
So you're a go for it guy, huh?
Yeah, I try to be. I try to be.
I mean, that's all you can do, you know. That's great. So, what as growing up as a child, tell us a little bit about that. I mean, were you like one of these kids that were on the street playing football or climbing trees? I
I
mean, I
love
don't know.
I love sports. I can play any sport, you just name it: basketball, volleyball, hockey, rugby, football, cricket. I play everything. Matlab, I'm a guy who loves activity.
Yeah,
Without activity, brain is dead, man. My brain is dead. So I need. So even at my shop, this is a very dud street, very dud street, very low walk-ins. My primary reason to be open a shop in this area is to open up a corporate office. That's why we are able to have this session very quietly in the middle of the street. So
mm-hmm.
is that, but at the same time, I made sure that I keep very good products, very antique product because my business is majorly coming online. It is a completely digital product.
Sure. online. So tell us about your little boy. So you're married. You have a little boy, right?
Yes, yes. He's a spoiled brat.
Spoiled.
He's a spoiled. I had a girl. I wish I had a girl. From those wishes, you told that. Did you have a girl?
Yeah. Well, I have two boys and two girls, but yeah. So your little boy, he's young. He's a little boy, like 1 or 2. Yeah.
3 years old. 3 years.
Oh,
He is
three.
just
Okay.
he's just started talking, and he catches everything. Kids these days are so sharp, man. So sharp. Probably it's because of the technology. It's because of what we are teaching them. They are very sharp. They catch so well. And he's at 3 years old. 3 years old. He knows the name of every Marvel character: Thanos, Spider-Man, Iron Man, any, and he can recognize anyone from the color of their clothes.
Yeah.
They're that.
Wow. That's great. That's great. And I'm sure he's climbing all over everything. He wants to know.
Trust me, he doesn't get.
Curiosity.
So my wife, she's a very calm lady, very calm lady. So she has actually she's the only reason I am actually been able to work, and because she takes care of all the expenses at home, and I am really lucky to have her. She takes care of the kid. She goes to office. She takes care of many household expenses. She lets me work. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the that I have, and that's why I've been able to make profits, man. Now, at Diwali, this was our first Diwali at the Amrit Life. When I say Diwali, the business is really high because it's very auspicious to gift copper. When you are talking about a gift, I talked that copper is an antimicrobial surface. You gift something to someone, you're gifting plastic, it may or may not be microbially pure, but copper is. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why the and its religious importance is very high. So during Diwali, we did pretty good, and this was our first Diwali, and we really are planning. We are growing exponentially, and it's definitely because of my wife. She's
Wow.
raising the kid really well, and that's the back support someone needs. Man. When I go back to home, I am happy. She makes me food. My son comes screaming, "Mere papa aagi," which means my dad has arrived. So yeah, it's good, man. So the most important bit, Dominic, is you have to be contented at your heart. If you are not, if you're not, you cannot achieve anything. That is
Yeah.
something. I expected something. I believe in law of attraction very much. When Angela started the reading, and I listened to her completely. Although I've been reading about this book written by Rhonda Byrne for a very long time, and I am a big follower of law of attraction. You attract everything. You attract your miseries. You attract your happiness. You attract success. So yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. That's great. The law of attraction is a great concept, and I think that I mean I heard about the law of attraction 10, 12 years ago, maybe more, and but yeah, I mean we all attracting what we want into our life, and what you're doing, I think, is great, because if you're getting people to see refining from plastic bottles and cookware, things like this, to brass, something that's going to make a difference. I mean, I'm excited about it. So,
I'm
okay,
definitely
well,
to send you a bottle. Don't worry.
yeah,
You'll love it.
all right. Well, listen, thank you so much for being on. I appreciate it, for sharing your shop with us, sharing your knowledge, and yeah, I mean, are you still doing your workouts? I mean, here's the other one.
I hate you for this, but thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I am setting up an alarm right now. Right now, I'm setting an alarm. I'll be working.
But it's a great achievement. I mean, this is what we're talking about here, right? It, you're showing people results that actually can be done. And if you're into nutrition, something is working. So congratulations for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, you have yourself a wonderful evening. Good luck with your shop. And we'll have you on again, because I want to find out more specifically. I'm going to invite you to our health and fitness hub, so that you can go there and go live. And share more information about the nutritional properties of copper and brass and the earthenware. Okay?
Thank you so much, Dominic. Thank you so much for the opportunity once again.
You're very welcome. Absolutely. And thank you to Angela once again for nominating you. We appreciate you, Angela. Have yourself a
Listening.
wonderful day, everyone. And we will see you again here in the Self Achievement Network shortly.